just take over the game, baby, yeah.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Bills on Sunday night primetime.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bills had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Up the middle they go. Stovall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And this one is right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now here's a throw that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Campbell making the catch. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He's going to keep this again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now back to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and 5. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie. And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They run a draw here on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Alexander. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 7. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And this is caught at the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.